Ladies and gentlemen, expecting in this 3 rounds in the Cage Warriors Academy Ireland 77 kg bout. Introducing first, Ryano weighing in 77 kgs. By the name of Compound Ryano, presenting Robert Barrett. And as opponent making his way to the Cage Warriors cage, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in 77 kg. Fighting out of Konfliction, presenting Nerjius Kaunas.
Cage Warriors Academy Ireland, and we are in a 77 kg bout between Robert Barrett, who is in the black Ryano trunks, taking on Nerjius Kaunas, who is out of Konfliction. He is in the black and white. The referee is Mr. Peter Lavery. This is Noel O'Keefe calling the action alongside James Sheen. We're on their way.
Robert Barrett is a BJ blue belt under Usheen McCabe, so more than likely he's going to look to take this fight to the ground.
K1 experience as well, though. On top of that, to evolve into that jiu-jitsu game.
A lot of movement from Kaunas here at the start of the round.
A karate style stance, wide base, and in on that wide base. Not messing around as Robert Barrett looking to get his hands clasped, but good separation so far. Switches to the single.
Switches to the single, looking to pull that leg out. Away from the cage, going back to the double.
The underhook there by Jonas is trying to stop him and rip him up, but in on the single still. Watch that neck as well, potentially, if Kaunas was to switch to it, but for the moment he hasn't.
Barrett looking to try and close his grip here, pull the knees out, looking for that double. Kaunas turns the corner,
using
heavy knee on the turn.
Good work by Kaunas, he used it. Choke attempt.
Shots here from Kaunas.
Barrett looks to change and levels, but good defense, goes high with the kick and a whisker away. Good hands by Kaunas so far, James.
He looks to be looking for that big overhand right as Barrett's looking to come in to close the distance. Kaunas is looking for that big overhand right to catch him.
Gets it to the mat now as Barrett. What can he do?
Barrett looking to pass here straight away, which is good. Step over that knee. Needs to work for a combat base here now.
Kaunas potentially looking for the triangle here. Vision is just slightly obscured with the post in front of me. Abandons it now though, and Barrett will look to land some good shots. The guard is open, closes it now. Speaking with Barrett during the week, he was telling me that he's looking to showcase his grappling, so game plan given away in that sense. He looking to show, along with that K1 experience, that he has an elite grappling for mixed martial arts.
Barrett needs to be aware of these up kicks here.
Tiring game is this grappling for position. Sits into side control momentarily.
Steps through nicely. Back into half guard. Half guard, very devastating position in MMA. Great to land ground and pound from here.
A lot of fighters like it. It's almost like an anchor position. You can really pin your opponent down and rain down shots. Quite an equal round, you could say, in some ways there, James. Both had their moments. We're into your second round here in a 77 kg bout at Cage Warriors Academy Ireland. Robert Barrett and Nerjius Kaunas. Kaunas is in, as I said, the black and white, while Barrett is in the Team Ryano shorts, but a very split opening first round. Both fighters had their moments. Game plans may have been shown.
Yeah, I feel like Kaunas is going to try and keep this at kicking range. As Barrett comes in, land that big overhand right.
And he's got to watch the takedowns, Barrett. He was shooting from far out in the first round, and Kaunas was starting, could get a teller, could get a read on the timing, so he needs to be careful as he's changing levels.
Barrett's doing nice though, how he's dropping his levels and bringing shots to the body as well. Keep Kaunas thinking as well, and when he hasn't thinking about the hands, that's when you shoot in for that double leg.
Nice right hand just behind the ear of Barrett there by Kaunas, and again, he just needs to be careful. He's ducking his head out, there's a knee just as he was coming in. Changing level, big knee, and knees to the head are illegal in amateur MMA, but
Barrett seems to be okay though.
he wore it well, but again, not intentionally. He was just threatening the knee, but that is the right defense to do when somebody is coming in. Passes seamlessly there into side control, maybe looking to trap the arm, land some good right hands. And Robert Barrett is really starting to control this fight in the grappling department.
Yeah, he has more time this round compared to the first round. A lot more time to work on the ground. Let's see if he can get a bit more devastating ground and pound off.
Kaunas just trying to better his position. Needs to be careful that Barrett doesn't step across into full mount, just as I said he does. Dominant position here, and heavy shots coming down by Barrett.
Kaunas needs to start working his hands onto his hips and start shrimping his hips out. There's no need to grab the arms. It's the wrong defense. He really needs to start controlling Barrett's hips and shrimping his hips out. Get one knee in.
Barrett potentially looking for a head and arm triangle here. Loses position, looking for that submission. Can't see how tight it is, but he's caught in half guard. Can't finish from this position, but ideal world, he would like to get that leg out.
Yeah, Kaunas did well to retain the half guard.
Posture's up and looking for the neck now. Kaunas could end up on top. We've got a scramble, trying to slip into the arm for the choke. Is Barrett, uses it again to get back into that side control position, and some punishing short, sharp shots.
Barrett's sticking to him like glue. Any position Kaunas moves, Barrett is sticking to him.
Nice right hand on the break, but 10-second clapper goes.
He needs to be careful of these up kicks here.
Just gonna step in, lands a nice right hand while doing that. Is gonna finish the round. Inside control. Big second round for Robert Barrett. May have swung the momentum of this fight in his favor. You got a team that Norris needs a big third round here, James. Robert Barrett really swung the momentum. I just seen O'Shea McCabe as you got in saying that's 2-0. I'm not too sure I'll be that confident in the first round.
Yeah, the first round was fairly 50-50, but I feel like Kaunas really needs to start throwing more volume with his strikes. He can't keep on showing his one-punch power shots.
Maybe set them up a little, work off the jab and set it up. That right hand is there, but that came a lot slower and it allowed Barrett to duck under, change level.
Same again, he's just throwing those single power shots, which is easy to see. He's throwing them too easily.
Good up kick there, but kind of just caught, but not much power on it. And again, it's Barrett looking for the neck.
Barrett again looking for that anaconda.
Leaning his mass in on Kaunas now as well as Barrett. Each time making his opponent work, earn the break or change of position, draining that gas tank in on a single. And pulls him away from the cage, gets the takedown from that. Showing a great gas tank as himself here, Robert Barrett, with this pressure. Continuous, relentless pace.
Beautiful jiu-jitsu from Barrett. Each time he's getting to that standing guard position, he just simply passes with ease.
Steps into mount as well, and there's just a wince on the face of Kaunas during that transition.
Barrett has 1:30 here to work.
Good shots on top, but Kaunas is trying to avoid them. Right in front of us. Traps that arm, beautiful, steps the knee across the right arm. Kaunas just trying to use that to explode, sits back down to maintain that mount position.
Barrett might look to pull an armbar off here as Kaunas is reaching up with his arms. Easily pull off an armbar.
Needs to watch the push off the cage, almost putting the choke and holding his hand down on the neck to allow that piston right hand fire down from top.
Barrett's doing nice here. He's not rushing his ground and pound. He's resetting his position each time, and then once he feels comfortable, he's letting the strikes go.
Raining down shots here, and it's Kaunas who's trying to strike back from the bottom, and there's never real any success in that. It almost shows that you've no real answers to get out of this position. Peter Lavery is going to look at this closely. Relentless shots coming down by Barrett.
Lavery looking very closely at stopping this.
He's asking Kaunas to work and improve this position. Robert Barrett seconds away from a finish potentially here. There's not a lot of sting in these shots coming down, but they're continuous. The shots from Barrett are now starting to come a little slower, and that'll tell you the amount of output he's put in this performance. Looks to step across for the armbar, 30 seconds! Good defense by Kaunas there right at the end, but that shows you he's seconds away from winning the fight, and he's still looking for the finish. Big performance, Robert Barrett, in round 2 and 3.
Impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we don't hear judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27. For your winner, by unanimous decision, fighting